Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss about depreciation problem in continuation of my earlier video. In this problem we are going to discuss seventh problem. So first I'll read out the problem. On 1st April 2017, a firm purchased a machine for rupees 80,000. Additional machinery was purchased on 30th September 2018 for rupees 40,000 and on 1st April 2019 for rupees 20,000. Depreciation is charged at the rate of 10% under straight line method. Show the machine account for 2018, 2019 and 2020, assuming that accounts are closed on 31st March every year. So first we'll put the format and then mention debit and credit and then mention name of the ledger, that is machine account. So first machine we have purchased on 1st April 2017 for rupees 80,000. That amount needs to be mentioned as to bank account 80,000 on debit side. Calculate the depreciation for 1 year. We'll get 8,000, that is 80,000 into 10%. If we do, we'll get 8,000. Now balance both debit and credit. Mention balance carried on amount on credit side and then mention as balance brought down in the next year. We have purchased another machinery on 30th September 2018 for rupees 40,000. That needs to be mentioned as to bank account 40,000 on debit side. Calculate the depreciation for first machinery, second machinery. For second machinery, we need to mention that for 6 months we are calculating, since the amount will be 2,000 not 4,000, and then balance both debit and credit. Will get balance carried on amount. That amount needs to be mentioned as balance brought on in the next year. And we have purchased another machinery for rupees 20,000 on 1st April 2019. So we'll mention to bank account 20,000 on debit side. Calculate the depreciation for first machine, second machine and third machine, and then balance both debit and credit. Mention the balance carried on credit side. 1,08,000 balance carried on amount will be your answer for this problem. Now move on to the next problem. Raghava bought a plant and machine on 1st April 2017 for rupees 23,000 and paid rupees 2,000 for its installation. Depreciation is to be allowed at 10% under straight line method. On 31st March 2020, the plant was sold for rupees 8,000, assuming that the accounts are closed at the end of financial year. Prepare plant and machine account. First, we'll put the format. Debit and credit should be mentioned. Name of the ledger will be plant and machine account. On debit side, mention to bank account 23,000, that is cost of the asset, and to bank installation charges 2,000 should be mentioned on debit side. That comes to the total of 25,000. Calculate the depreciation for first year, that is 10% on 25,000. Will get 2,500. Now balance both debit and credit. Will get balance carried on amount. That needs to be mentioned as balance brought on in the next year. Calculate the depreciation for the second year. Balance both debit and credit. Will get balance carried on amount. That needs to be mentioned as balance brought down amount in the next year. Calculate the depreciation for the third year, since it was mentioned that we need to prepare the machinery account until 31st March 2020. So we need to also mention the sales amount. Whenever we are purchasing something, we'll mention on debit side. When we are selling something, we'll mention on credit side. So here we are selling the machinery for rupees 8,000, so we'll mention by bank sale account 8,000. Whenever we are selling something, we might get profit or loss. So how to know whether we got profit or loss? For that there is a formula. Book value minus sales will be the formula for to know profit or loss. So if book value is more than the sales, then it will be loss. If book value is less than the sales, it will be profit. So for calculation of book value, we need cost of the asset minus accumulated depreciation. Cost of the asset, since we have already mentioned 23,000 plus 2,000 installation charges, that will be cost of the asset minus accumulated depreciation, means whatever depreciation amounts we have calculated for 3 years, those need to be mentioned here. So I have mentioned 2,500 into 3, that is 7,500. So I have mentioned here 7,500. So when we deduct both these amounts, we'll get 17,500. So 17,500 will be your book value. Now put in the formula. Profit or loss is equal to book value minus sales, that is 17,500 minus 8,000. 9,500 will get. So here book value is more and sales is less, since it is mentioned already that if book value is more than sale, then it will be a loss. So we need to mention on credit side. So this will be your answer for this problem. We got 9,500 as loss. Hope you like this video. Please do share, like and subscribe.